I'm going to show you the difference between hardneck and softneck garlic and how to plant it. Before we get going with the garlic, I just want to talk about the area that I'm sat on right now. This has been growing courgettes and squash and salady bits over summer. They've come to an end, so it makes sense to put something back in the ground. Living roots in the ground are really important. And then to my left, this is where I grew potatoes. So I'll be having some overwintering salad here. And I'm just using some pretty rudimentary sticks to mark out where my garlic and my potatoes are going. Now, the main difference between hardneck and softneck garlic is that hardneck garlic provides an early crop of something called a scape, and it's a really tasty shoot that comes out the top of the garlic stem, and it tastes like a garlicky green bean. The softneck garlic does not produce this, and the main way you can tell is, you can see here, is that the hard scape stem is, the remnants of it is still in my garlic clove, whilst with the softneck, you won't find that, and it'll just be the cloves all going up to one point to create a stem. So we've got our two types. And lastly, just to demonstrate the importance of planting out spacings, I found this little one which must have just grown randomly in my patch, but the cloves won't get big if you don't separate out the cloves, but you could still harvest the green bits as a lovely garlicky greeny thing to chuck in a stir fry. So it's all not lost if you do plant your garlic as one bulb, but it's advisable to split them up into cloves. So these are homegrown garlic. If you save them year after year, you'll be able to start to create your own crop that is much more suited to the environment that you're growing in. And you want to separate out the cloves like this, and you want to find the rough bit on the bottom and the pointy bit, because this is a really important part, and the rough bit needs to go in the ground facing down. The pointy bit points up, which is where the greenery comes from. So spacings on garlic is another fairly important thing, and it's recommended around 15 to 20 centimeters, which is probably about that. And you want to get your dibber, make a nice dib hole. Now, if you are using fresh compost, you might want to sprinkle a bit of seaweed fertilizer in, or put a mulching layer of cow manure on top of this, and that'll just give the garlic everything it needs to get going. So we've done our holes, and now it's ready to pop the cloves in. So it is really as simple as getting your cloves rough side down and popping it in the hole. And it don't have to be too deep. If you get a lot of pigeon pressure on your site, you might want to just gently cover the tops over, because pigeons and crows have been known to come and peck these little bad boys out. So there we go. And then if it hasn't rained, which I'd be surprised if it hasn't, because we're in October, then you might want to give it a little sprinkling of water. So garlic is a really great thing to grow. I grow about a year's worth of garlic from this space every year, and when I get round to July to harvest this is when I will have finished with my crop from last year that I harvested this June. Get them in the ground. It's really important to have living roots in soil over winter, stimulating the microbes in the soil. And obviously it's a versatile crop and super enjoyable to eat and use in cooking.